Hi, I'm Anand Chowthee.
And I'm Rangella Chowthee.
We were in general dealer business in a farm, and where my wife and I were both involved in the business. We couldn't do it on our own because I had to go out in the field and my wife had to be in the shop. And it was very challenging being away from home. But I give thanks to my wife for being by my side. Well, I had a forced retirement because of the threats I been having in the farm, and my kids were behind me all the time to say, "Dad, give it up," because of all the time people against me. I've been shot 3 different times, and my kid says, "Well, Dad, it's time to pack it up." And I managed to till my last daughter got married, Shani, and I decided to give up my business.
Like he said, he was not really prepared to give up the business because everything was, going good. Business was good there because we remember of when people, we used to meet them, other business people, they used to always be complaining, of their challenges and things. But with us, we couldn't identify with them because, business was good. And he used to do hawking and I used to be at the shop. So it really weighed heavy on our minds of how we're going to make a good living, considering that we didn't have much saved, and also having encountered other brokers and financial advisors that didn't advise us well, because if we were, then we could have had retired comfortably 10 or 15 years prior to what we were forced to do. And so until we met, one day Anand was looking at the newspaper, and then we saw an advert on Dhevan and his company, and so we said, why not give it a chance and phone Dhevan and see how it goes from there. And so my kids are all in Johannesburg, and then we waited for them to come down, and then we had a meeting with Dhevan where he explained us on how he will invest and how we will get a living income from that. And my kids were quite happy.
You exactly knew what you told everything that we felt and what little we had, and you said, "No, it's not a problem. You can retire.
Get a good.
We will be able to retire comfortably with your help." Well, lots of fears were about being taxed. If you invest in the wrong places, you'll be taxed heavily.
If it's not properly
invested, and you assured us, no, you will not be taxed.
Yeah, in the way that you would, in the way that Dhevan would invest it for us. So where we can, get away from paying the extra taxes.
Unnecessary taxes.
Yeah.
And Dhevan turned everything around, and
I remember. Sorry to cut you off, but I remember we had a lot of, I don't know. This was it was very complicated, and all these investments and things that we had, and he helped us a lot in sorting them out, and bringing clarity to it, and and investing it properly, where we are not paying tax unnecessarily.
When it comes to tax time, Dhevan makes sure that we collect whatever we invested. I mean, whatever taxes we paid plus more than what we get more than what we put in. Roughly 50-60% more than what taxes we paid to SARS. Dhevan has really turned everything around for us, and we appreciate what he did for us, because we were really in a bad state of mind, and with your kind words we were with strong words and true words made us a stronger person.
Get somebody who is trustable, like you know, if I look like I mentioned before, is where we encountered the wrong people, and because not everybody has your interested heart. Sometimes you can pour your heart out to people, and some of them see it as an opportunity of taking advantage of you. And so yeah, get somebody trustable, somebody that will help you make possible what seems impossible, because at that time when we were deciding it seemed impossible. And but when we came to Dhevan, he like I said, he made everything so clear and helped us properly invest. And yeah, we can I thank God for him that God brought him in our lives, that so that we are living comfortably. And also about addressing any issues, he's always open to help us out with whatever questions we have. Actually, I also just consider him almost like my son, because he's kind of like my son's age. And but like what I'm trying to say is like he's like family. I don't feel like he's like a business person there, that's like in business terms he's more like family. So yeah, give Dhevan a try and I'm sure you'll be satisfied. A little effort.
And Dhevan Naicker has really turned our life around. He really put the spark back in our lives.
Yes.
Because what we have been hearing outside the world and what he advised, Dhevan Naicker advised us, was completely different, and assured us, and we've seen the benefits that he advised us. We're still receiving we are receiving our income monthly, and our investment is also growing every month. There's two benefits we get from the one investment. We thank Dhevan for good advice and a good investment.
And we also thank him for all the updates and things he gives us, because with other people we were kind of like in the dark, not really
not told about it,
knowing the nitty-gritty of things. But with Dhevan, he helps us along, like with any questions, and plus with updating us with all the investments.